at 8 p.m. Sanjay Singh will address an important press conference today at 8 p.m. That is what has been put out by the Aam Aadmi Party in terms of its defense. Saurabh Bhardwaj from the Aam Aadmi Party joining me on the phone line right now. Saurabh, an arrest has been made of the Health Minister of Delhi. Can the Aam Aadmi Party now hide behind what they've always said is vendetta politics?
I just want to inform your viewers through your channel that this is not a new case. A lot of people must be assuming that there is some new corruption allegation for which they have arrested our minister. This is a 08-year-old case which BJP has been tom-tomming for many years. Initially, the ED called Satyendar Jain for many, hearings. Their relatives were called, their bank accounts were, looked into. And then ED stopped calling him because nothing could be found, nothing could be proven. Now Satyendar Jain is an election in charge for state of Himachal Pradesh. Elections are due in 3 to 4 months. BJP's anti-incumbency in Himachal Pradesh is so high that they are basically planning to even change their chief minister. So now just to harass Satyendar Jain and just to, prevent the defeat of Himachal Pradesh, BJP has dug in the 8-year-old case and have arrested him. I am assuring you on your channel, within few days when the matter reaches the court will grant bail to Satyendar Jain because there is not even an iota of evidence against Mr. Jain. It is all, cock and bull stories. They could not find out anything. It is just an harassment by the central government agency.
But Saurabh, the fact is the BJP is saying that no longer can the Aam Aadmi Party hide behind the fig leaf of being an anti-corrupt party. You yourself had to sack a minister, arrest a minister in Punjab on the basis of corruption. And today, even if this case is old, how does it matter? Because if there is evidence that the man in question here, Satyendar Jain, is corrupt, then how does it matter if it's, 5, 6 or a new case?
Exactly my point. It doesn't matter to us, who is doing the corruption. If there is any corruption allegation, even if it doesn't go to the media, even if no agency is investigating it, it comes to us. We are the ones who will lay a trap, who will find out the truth, and we have done it not once, we have done it twice. In the history of Indian democracy, never it has happened that a chief minister sacks his own minister on allegations of corruption, that too in a press conference. We have done it twice. We have done it in Delhi when there were allegations against Asim. We found that evidence was credible. We sacked him. Regarding Mr. Singla, who was the health minister in Punjab, nobody knew it. No agency knew it. The chief minister's office got to know it. We laid the trap. We found, yes, there are corruption things happening there. We sacked him. We are not the one who are shy about it. In this present case, this is an 8-year-old case. Nothing is there. There is no iota of evidence against Mr. Satyendar Jain. That's why we are standing firm with Mr. Jain that there is nothing there.
Saurabh, the fact is, at that point of time, and you might say that he's your adversary right now, but Kumar Vishwas has tweeted out just a short while ago, and he says that in 2017, in the PAC, when this case had come out, he had confronted Satyendar Jain at that point of time, and he had ensured him that there is nothing wrong. But the fact is, would you actually say that the ED, without any evidence, would have made that arrest?
Even if Mr. Vishwas is saying no, I think it tells about the kind of transparent platform and democratic discussions which happen in our highest political body, that is Political Affairs Committee. That a PAC member can confront a minister, ask for evidence. This is how we operate. ED, like income tax or CBI, basically works on the political agenda of the central government. In the times of Congress also, this allegation was there, not from anybody else. BJP had this allegation. They used to call it a parrot, the caged parrot. The courts called CBI a caged parrot. So I think everybody in India knows that the central government's political agenda is basically, pushed by these central agencies, be it income tax, be it ED, be it CBI. So I think people know this.
All right. Okay, Saurabh, another point that has been raised by the BJP, and it's important to note, and it is true as well, that important lucrative ministry like the PWD ministry was taken away from Satyendar Jain just a month ago. Why was that?
I think there is no ministry which is lucrative or non-lucrative, because lucrative is somebody who operates on commissions. We keep juggling ministries between the ministers depending on the workload, depending on the priorities of the chief minister. We keep juggling them. And I think it happens like it happens in families. So I don't think there is anything adverse with respect to juggling a ministry from Mr. Jain to somebody else. It keeps happening in our government.
PWD ministry was handed over to Mr. Sisodia. So you're saying that was routine, it keeps happening, ministries keeps getting juggled. But Saurabh Bhardwaj, before I let you go, sir, I'm going to ask you one quick question. What is going to be the Aam Aadmi Party's response right now? Because whichever way you look at it, this is public humiliation, sir.
I agree. This is a public humiliation. This is a harassment being meted out to my colleague, Mr. Jain. We as a political party stand firm with Satyendar Jain, and we will fight it out in the court of law. And we are very certain that, when courts look at the evidence, they will grant relief to Mr. Jain.
These are tough times for your party, Mr. Bhardwaj. At one end, corruption charges, ministers being sacked and arrested in Punjab. A law and order massive issue brewing in the state of Punjab. Yesterday with what happened, and then today the arrest of your own health minister in Delhi.
Well, we have had, such roller coaster ride for last 7-8 years. And I think we are used to it. And through our sacrifices, we have built up this party. We are able to run governments in 2 states. And I think this is how, we have to sacrifice ourselves in this country.
All right, Mr. Bhardwaj, appreciate you joining us. Thank you there. All right, viewers, you just heard Saurabh Bhardwaj from the Aam Aadmi Party, and Mr. Bhardwaj says that this is vendetta politics. It's a case which is years old. It's 2017, and it's just been regurgitated to embarrass the Aam Aadmi Party at this particular juncture. And they are very sure that once the case reaches court, Satyendar Jain would be released by the Enforcement Directorate. Also, viewers, I'm going to quickly get you up to speed. In the next 10 minutes, an official press conference by the Aam Aadmi Party. Sanjay Singh is going to be addressed shortly. The party's response to the arrest of its health minister of Delhi, where the ED says that in 2017, Satyendar Jain transferred money into shell companies amounting to crores. And the cash transfer to a Kolkata-based company. This involved his family as well. Satyendar Jain has been an important cog in the wheel where the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. Till 2 months ago, he was in charge of the lucrative PWD ministry as well. He's the health minister. However, PWD has since been handed over to Manish Sisodia.